Hey y'all, I'm Simtimistic like optimistic, but make it Sims, and I am back with another Rags to Riches, a love story video. And I'm just doing a quick overview of the changes I made in the house from the previous episode. And we now have a desk and a laptop. We also bought Kenya some blocks. So this is what we did when Alicia and Rich reached the $10,000 mark. And we also bought a TV that kind of doubles as a second screen. Yeah, so we're jumping right in. And if you have not seen the previous episodes, please click the link in the top right hand corner. We just got a call from Roman, who is a guy that Rich met at the gym, and Roman is asking to come over. Rich was really impressed with him as a trainer, and they had such a good time at the gym. So now it seems like they're developing a friendship. So we are just gonna let Roman in. This is like a noticeable difference between Rich and Alicia's personality. Like Rich is just not embarrassed about what where his place is in life. So if he meets a friend and that friend is cool, he has no problem with them like coming over and hanging out. Where Alicia is, it's easier for her to meet people, but she struggles to feel comfortable. So Rich is happy to see his friend Roman, and they're just going to catch up a little bit. Rich is telling him about his painting and how that's been helping him make a little extra money on the side. He's asking he's asking Roman about his day and how things like that are going. And they're going to discuss fitness techniques because Rich is like, I felt really sore after the workout at the gym the other day. And Roman's like, you just got to stick with it. Like, you have to keep at it. You have to live an active lifestyle and just keep going. And Rich is like, yeah, I'm working on it. Rich is also going to offer Roman some career advice and tell him, like, I know you're a personal trainer, but you have to make sure your business is together. It's not just all about how fit you are, it's also about like your finances and promoting yourself and different things like that. And it seems like these conversations are making Rich and Roman closer. Meanwhile, Gabriella has shown up and she wanted to bring Alicia a gift, which is really sweet. Now, Gabriella knows where Alicia lives, but she's never actually been invited. So I'm not sure how Alicia feels about this. Oh, and we just found out that Roman is creative, so that's cool. He's really impressed with Rich's paintings and his ability to do kind of the business and the creative side. And so here is the gift that Gabriella brought over, and Gabriella's like, "Hey, I would really like to come inside." And Alicia can't say no after someone brings her a gift. That would be so rude. And even though it looks like the gift Alicia can't use, so maybe we'll sell it. I'm not sure if we should sell it or keep it. Let me know in the comments. It's a planter space, like a hydro planter. And Alicia's just warning her about her apartment, like, hey, I don't really have that much money, and so that's why I'm so private about my apartment. And Gabriella's like, no worries, like, if you only knew my family situation, you would not be like this concerned. So I wonder what's going on with Gabriella. But yeah, let me know in the comments about the gift and if it's something that she should sell or they should save until they have a house where they have space to actually plant things. And I honestly don't know. I feel like they need the money now, but I'll let you guys make the call on that. So Gabriella goes in the house and they're actually going to talk a little. Here is the stupid leaky ceiling water, wherever that comes from. Might be a game glitch, I don't know. But Alicia's just going to clean that up really quick. And Rich and Roman are having a great conversation. They're just steady hanging out. It's really nice to see the house filled with guests. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoyed like their friends fest for Harvest Fest. I thought that was super cute. So it's nice to see them with friends and just kind of expanding their world. And Alicia's just gonna talk to Roman a little bit because she doesn't know him, and just kind of say hi and kind of get to know him a little bit, and just let him know about her friend Gabriella. And everybody's gonna introduce themselves, but they're still gonna kind of stick to their separate friend groups. So while Alicia was catching up with Roman, I didn't realize Gabriella was baking a cake for the family. I That's really, really sweet. I can't imagine what's going on with Gabriella's family, but she seems like such a nice, like humble person. And so she made them a cake. And then shortly after that, she gets a call from her husband. So she has to head out. So it was really nice for her to drop by and give a gift and just kind of say hi to everyone. So Alicia feels kind of silly for being so worried about everything. She really could have just invited Gabriella over. And it's nice to have like very different friends. I feel like Gabriella and Anaya are so different. So I think that's great for Alicia. And it looks like Roman's happy to have the cake too. So everyone's just steady enjoying the company of each other, and it's a chill Sunday evening. And it looks like Alicia and Roman have a pretty similar sense of humor, so they're getting along well too. Rich goes back to his painting because he knows there is money to be made, and they are going to wrap up this evening, tend to Kenya, and go to sleep. So they will check in with you guys a little later. Alicia just got another promotion. I feel like at this point, their promotions are not as exciting because they keep getting them, even though they do need them for the money. Let me know. Are you guys still excited about their promotions? I'm kind of like, this is nice, but we still are only at $10,000. But congratulations to Alicia, who is now a press agent. And I was just looking at the gift that Gabriella gave her. I don't know why I'm testing it out, but I'm just adding some lights because I see that is in her inventory. I always check their inventories after they get promoted because I never know if the additions that they list, like in the bullet points, are additions in their inventory or if they're additions to like just conversation pieces. So I always end up checking. But congratulations to Alicia. She got like her $1,000 bonus, and now she'll be making like around $1,000 a day. And so that's really great. So even though I'm not super excited about this promotion, I am going to let Alicia go out and celebrate because she deserves it and she hasn't celebrated any of the other promotions. If you're wondering where I got all these events from, they are from Kawaii Stacy. She does a bunch of mods for The Sims, including the very popular Slice of Life mod. And this just adds more events to the game besides like house party, dance party, and like maybe 3 or 4 other ones, wedding, birthdays, that's about it. I picked the celebration mod or the celebration event so she could celebrate her new promotion. So I'm just going to have her invite the Yangs, invite the people from her club, and just a few others. I think she's going to invite Gabriella. So yeah, she invites a few people, and I think Rich will come along as well once he gets off of work, where I think she gets off 2 hours before him. Oh, and Katrina Caliente because she took a liking to her. And I am going to have her go out to a bar because it's nothing too crazy. And this is a bar that is updated from the gallery, of course, and it's the old Quarter Inn, but it's a redo, so I'm gonna have them go there. As we were cleaning up and getting ready to leave, Rich came home and he was promoted as well to senior manager. So congratulations are in order to Rich as well. So yes, even more of a reason to go out and celebrate and just have a night on the town. And Rich's phone is ringing, so let's pick it up and see who it is. I don't know why Nancy Landgrab would be calling, but it looks like it's the Landgrab Power Company and not really Nancy Landgrab. And they're going to shut the power off for 48 hours, which sucks. And we are not prepared for that because who is? And yeah, we don't really have a choice. So yeah, again, a third reason to go out because what the hell is happening? Here we are at the new pop-in version of Old Quarter Inn, and I'm just looking at what the goals are for this event. So it just says to enjoy yourself, and basically almost anything social or party like counts towards your goal. And I'm starting the gathering of the avant-gardes so that they can attend as well. It could be both a happy hour and a gathering too. So I'm just showing you a little bit of this lot so you can see it. So the bar is outside. When I downloaded it from the gallery, it didn't have like a roof over the outside, and I wanted to make sure, like, even if it was raining, they could have a good time. So Alicia's just gonna come over here and order drinks. Katrina Caliente went straight to the bar. She knows why we're here. Like, she didn't even stop or talk to anyone. She's like, yeah, let me sit down immediately at the bar and order a drink. She beat everyone else here. And so Alicia's gonna sit down next to her. And even just being here and out in the public is making Alicia feel flirty. So that's good that she's in a great mood. Rich seems to be in a good mood. And Isaiah's here as well because, he's part of the avant-gardes. And I see Anaya. So it looks like everyone's here and ready to have fun. Rich is still in his suit from work, but it's interesting to see everyone in their winter gear. And there is Dominic. I don't think they know Dominic because he's not in any clubs or anything. Like, it's just really cute to see everyone in their different outfits. I mean, some of them are a little strange, but, just I think that's one of the features I like about the game is that it has like the everyday wear, the heat wear, the cold weather wear, and yeah, everyone looks like they're ready to have a great time, drink in hand, sitting together. And Gabriella seems to be here talking to some people that we don't know, but maybe she knows them, so that's cool. It makes it even more fun that there are some people at this bar that we don't know. So that looks like Bess Sterling, and that's Liberty Lee. They look like they are coming from work too, so this might be their local bar because it's in Windenburg and not where Rich and Alicia live in San Myshuno. And I think I'm just going to take the headline effects off so that you don't see these little bubbles at the top of their heads. I learned that from watching Ocean Sims, and I'm like, why did I even play with the headline effects on? I guess you need them for some things, but in general, things look so much better, and I most of the time do not care about their thought bubbles because I make up my own stories anyway. But let me know what you guys think about the headline effects, whether you like to see them on or off, or how you play in your game. The party continues, and Alicia's feeling a little flirty, so she goes over and kisses Rich, and then something awful happens. Liberty kisses Rich, and I'm telling you guys, I freaked out so much. That's why I don't actually have the recording. I just have the screenshot because, like, I don't know, I must have, like, hit the keys accidentally or something, but I was so shocked. Like, everyone was just hanging out and drinking, and yeah. And so Alicia got really upset, and they both went home, and they ended up arguing in the street at 2 a.m. because they didn't want to go upstairs and wake Kenya with their argument, so they end up just having a fight in the street. Unfortunately, they're drunk, they're tired, so this is not really the most coherent argument. Like, Rich is not taking any blame or responsibility for this happening. He's like, we were all drinking, she kissed me. And Alicia's kind of like, you should have pushed her away. Like, you participated in the kiss. And Rich is just like, I'm freaking tired. Like, I've been working so hard. Can we just talk about this another time? Alicia's like, no. If you think that I'm going to be putting up with this type of crap after leaving everything behind for you, you have another thing coming. And this is like pissing Rich off because he's like, I've left everything behind too. You don't understand how much I'm working just to make sure we have a good life, and I don't need this. You're being uptight, you're taking things too seriously, and you want everything to be perfect. You need to just go upstairs and go to sleep, and we'll talk about this in the morning. It's freaking freezing out here. Alicia says, whatever, Rich. I'm going to check on Kenya, and then I'm going to bed. I'm done with this conversation. Honestly, guys, what the hell? I really need to know your thoughts in the comments or in the chat if you're watching this during a premiere, because this this was just awful. This was not expected. Like, I would never plan something like this. I obviously named this series like Rags to Riches, a love story. And oh my God, this house looks hideous. I don't know what the babysitter did, but she clearly did nothing. But yeah, like, I don't even know where Liberty came from. Like, just let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I don't even know what to say about this. They are just gonna settle in and go to bed, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow. So it's the next day, and you see it's 11:30 a.m. and Alicia is still sleeping. She decided to take the day. She was just too tired, too upset, too hungover, too everything to go to work. Rich actually went to work, but of course, he overslept a little, didn't have time to shower or eat, so he's having a horrible day and will come home very cranky. Rich is home, everyone's in a horrible mood, just still tired, still cranky, angry at each other. Kenya's like, what the hell? Why is no one paying attention to me? And yeah, they just have a lot going on right now. Alicia's really torn on what to do next. Like, she understands that she's married and she took vows, but she feels like Rich was essentially unfaithful, and Rich feels like he had no control over the situation. It's not his fault that that random woman kissed him while they were drinking. He doesn't even know her. And poor Kenya's just standing there like, so anybody wanna play? Gabriella actually comes over again to talk a little bit about the situation. Alicia let her know that things are kind of rough. And Gabriella confided in her and told her, like, look, I'm not exactly in a happy marriage. My husband makes all the money. I don't really have any money of my own. And I feel like he doesn't really respect me, but I don't really know what else to do. And Gabriella's kind of like, it seems like your husband genuinely loves you, so you should try to make things work. I don't really know what happened last night. I was in the other room talking to some other people, but before that, I saw you guys were getting along great, and you guys should just talk and see what happens. And Alicia's just really happy to have a friend who is there to support her. She's happy about how down to earth Gabriella is, even though she feels bad for making all these assumptions about her and thinking that like she was just so lucky. Things are a lot more complicated than they seem. And Alicia has a lot of thinking to do about her situation. Okay, guys, it's the next day, and Alicia is still really not feeling work, so she's at home again. And she decided to actually talk to Baco because she wanted a male perspective on what she was going through, and she thought Baco would be like a safe resource since he's been married a while as well. So he's gonna come on in, and he doesn't really know what happened. I think he was at the place. Well, I think he was invited. Oh, the freaking sink is broken again. Whatever. I think he was at the bar, but I didn't really see him. Maybe he just hadn't gotten there yet or whatever. So she's like, "Hey, Baco, I've been going through a lot." And Baco's like, "Yeah, yeah." He's one of those people that kind of like talks over you. You have to like stop them so you can tell them the story, but they're so excited. And he's like, "Yeah, I know you and Rich are working hard and you're tired of this apartment." And Alicia's like, "No, it's a little more serious than that. And what I have to tell you is a bit crazy, but Rich kissed another woman." And Baco's like, "Oh, that sounds pretty tame. He's young, he's gonna make mistakes." And Alicia's like, "But we're married. He's not supposed to make these type of mistakes." And Baco's like, supposed to isn't a real thing. People, make mistakes, and I've made mistakes. My wife has made mistakes, and we've kind of stuck it out. I think you guys, you have Kenya. I think you guys should kind of figure it out." And Alicia's like, "Well, I don't know. I'm thinking about leaving and maybe going back home and contacting my parents." And Baco's kind of like, later for your parents. If they really supported you, you wouldn't have had to run away with Rich in the first place. Like, you guys would have been a big happy family. And Alicia's like, yeah, you're kind of right, but I want a divorce. And Baco is stunned. Baco is like, you should not really throw that word around unless you are 100% sure. I would never tell Rich about our conversation, but you have to be careful when you say things like that. Unless you're ready to pull the trigger, then you should let it go. And Alicia's like, you know what, Baco, I am going to think about what you said. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Baco's like, yeah, I'm here for you guys. Anytime, anything you need. So it looks like Alicia has a lot to think about, and we will check in with Rich in a little bit. So Rich had some venting of his own to do, so he decided to go visit his boy Roman after work. Roman lives in Del Sol Valley, but he lives on the other side. Like, he lives on the side that's a little more like middle class, lower middle class, not the fancy side like Gabriella, but it still looks pretty nice. And so Rich is just telling Roman everything that happened, and he's like, look, she freaked out. It wasn't my fault. Like, some drunk girl just came up to me at the bar and started kissing me, and now she wants to like have a panic attack about it, and I don't think it's fair. And Roman is just kind of like chill, and he's like, look, guy, you know, if you need a place to stay, you can take a load off here. Like, you can stay here as long as you want. I have a separate bedroom. And Rich says, I think I'll do that. Let me just come on in and check out your crib. I already like your neighborhood. It seems like a pretty cool, down to earth place to live. And so I'm just showing you guys this house that I also got from the gallery. I'm sorry, I can't remember. I think it's Upland Reno. So Rich is starving, so he's just gonna go in and take a seat. He's eating his leftover French toast that he brought to work. He didn't even get a chance to eat it because he was so busy. And Roman just going to play his video games, and I'm just trying to take a quick look around the apartment or the home because I haven't really seen it. I just download these things from the gallery. This is a recent download though, and place them, and when I get to see them, I try to like give you guys a little tour. Why that mailbox is in the house, don't ask me. Didn't catch that. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't make any changes to this lot. I just placed it down. And now that Rich is done with his food, I'm gonna have him go over here and watch a movie with Roman. And Roman is just gonna hang out with him for a little bit, give him a safe space to kind of chill out and not think about any of his worries. Roman is the friend that is going to give you space, but he's not going to like force his opinion on you. He's not going to say like, oh, you need to leave that girl or you need to like man up or anything like that. And I'm just looking at this little studio in here that Roman has. Maybe he does music on the side of being a trainer. Maybe that's like his day job and he's trying to evolve. I'm so curious about Roman. But yeah, he's not the friend that's going to be pushy. He's like, oh, you know, and I'm just looking around. Sorry, I'm easily distracted. But yeah, he's just going to do what he needs to do to support his friend and let his friend figure things out. And they are just watching this movie that seems to be about some zombies, and Rich is like, be quiet and watch the movie. Like, he's teasing his friend Roman, and Roman is like, you came over here with all this drama, you better go ahead. And clearly this is like an impactful movie. Like, they're over here sobbing, but maybe this is just like people who need to get their emotions out and they just watch a movie that makes them feel because they can't express their emotions normally. Rich is enjoying his time here with Roman, but truthfully, he does not want to get a divorce or separate from Alicia. He realizes that, you know, they can work through this. He is thinking about that, and he doesn't want to blow up his whole life just because of something that he didn't even ask to happen. Like, he is enjoying his time alone and just kind of chilling with his friend, but he doesn't want to separate from Alicia ultimately. He wants to be with her. That's why he ran away with her, and he wants to like have his own family and do his own thing. And I'm just turning on the always welcome trait so that Rich can can sleep in the bed and shower and do the normal things that people do when they spend the night at their friend's house. So Rich is just going to continue to watch this movie and chill with Roman, and he's going to stay the night. And yeah, we'll catch up with the other two. Before we switch over, just leave in the comments what you think of Roman and Rich's friendship. And if you want to see more of Roman, what do you think is going on in Roman's personal life? Any ideas about him? And what do you think about them visiting Del Sol Valley so much? I initially thought like once they got their house, they might move to Newcrest, but maybe they'll move to Del Sol Valley since they have pretty good friends here. Unfortunately, while Rich is sleeping nicely in Del Sol Valley, the land grabs, as they said they would, have turned off the power for 48 hours. So Alicia and Kenya are in the apartment with no power. But they are safe, they are fine, it's not freezing, they just need to put on some layers. Kenya's clearly too young to even realize it. And Alicia is frankly still enjoying the alone time, so she's just gonna stick it out. She's not gonna text Rich or tell him or anything like that. She's just gonna stick it out. It is the next day, and Rich has decided to come back home. He decided that one night away from home is enough, and Kenya is very excited to see him. And he's kind of annoyed that Alicia didn't say anything about the power. Like, he wouldn't want her there by herself without the power, but he doesn't want to say anything about it, so he's just being cordial. Alicia gives him a polite kiss on the cheek, but she's not ready to talk, and with perfect timing, Anaya calls to go out to the nightclub, and Alicia is like, thank God. Here we are at Club Slate. Again, another gallery build downloaded into Willow Creek, which it is clearly a blizzard. Anaya is the most like going out friend you've ever seen. Like, they're freezing, but they're going to the club. But I'm excited to show you guys this build that I got on the gallery. And it's like just a cute little club. Doesn't require all the packs because I don't have all the packs. And Baco did not share with Rich what him and Alicia spoke about, but Baco definitely shared it with his wife. So Anaya's like, look, you just need to get out, and look who's in the club. Not you. Isaiah. He's like, hey, like, of course he's in the club tonight. And yeah, Anaya's like, you just need to get out, and he'll miss you and things will be fine. Things will go back to normal. And Alicia's like, well, you do know I love to dance, so I don't know where the bar went, but yeah, my game glitched a little bit. And yeah, Alicia's like, yeah, let's get a round for everybody. Let's get some drinks and let loose. Rich didn't come home last night, and I didn't ask him where he was, and so I'm gonna go out and have my own fun. I am cracking up at everybody in the club in their winter gear because it is a full blizzard outside and nobody cares. They just want to go out. And there's that Tina, I forgot her last name, but it's the girl that kind of reminds me of Rihanna. She's out in the club too. And it looks like a lot of people are out. And here comes Isaiah walking over immediately. So Alicia's going to talk to him. She's not going to be strange. She's going to ask about his day, keep it pretty cordial, because Alicia knows that he likes her. Like, he clearly likes her, and he's always around. He's always popping up. So she's just going to, she wants to enjoy her night, but she doesn't want to really think about, like, what's going on at home, and she also doesn't want to, like, do anything she might regret. So she's just going to chill out, but it seems like he couldn't wait to sit next to her, so they are going to talk, and she's going to call Tina over as well and get her involved in the conversation. So Isaiah's just over here kind of making some jokes like, what you doing in the club on a Thursday night? Don't you have a husband? And Alicia's like, yeah, I do, and Anaya just invited me out, so I just wanted to check out Club Slate. I heard so many good things about it. They've been sending out all these press releases to get people to Club Slate, and I want to be the first to check it out. And he's like, mm-hmm. And I see some Sulani people in the club too, so yeah, looks like a good time to be out. Alicia found out that Isaiah is a backhoe operator, whatever that means. I mean, I don't know if that's a real thing or if that's a Sims thing. I don't know anything about like the agriculture field, but he is in the gardening industry. So she's talking to him about that, saying like that seems really interesting. And everybody seems to be getting drinks. And it looks like Alicia is developing a relationship with Tina. I know sometimes with the celebrities, you can't really develop a relationship, but it looks like she is able to ask her different things besides like just fan out. I mean, she is able to fan out if she wants to, but it seems like she can be a normal person and talk to her. And Alicia done left Anaya sitting over here, but Anaya is not worried because Anaya would go out by herself. So she's like, do your thing, talk to whoever you want. You know, when you're ready to leave, then we drive home. I also wanted to say that if you cannot make the premieres and you leave comments, like I know there'd be a lot going on in the video, so you can leave multiple comments and just treat it like a chat. Because honestly, that's what I do when I go to other people's videos. Like it's hard to just like save all your thoughts for like one long comment at the end. So just feel free to pause the video, comment throughout, and go back. And it looks like Alicia learned the gourmet cooking skill just by talking to Isaiah and Tina. I don't know which one of them is like a great chef, but I'm glad they could teach her something. And who said you couldn't learn new things besides dances at the club? Alicia's asking Tina a little bit about her career, and Tina's like, "Girl, I am just an extra." And Alicia's like, "But you're famous." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm an extra in a lot of stuff, but I'm not like where I want to be in my career. That's why I still like play music outside and I'm still getting things together." And Alicia just loves like how she's meeting these people and they're just all so cool. And I'm sorry, I was distracted by this girl who was like clearly breaking it down on the dance floor. Isaiah went to use the restroom and Alicia's over here talking to Tina, and look at this OG DJ. He's so cute. I think it's about time that Alicia gets on the dance floor and stops hanging out at the bar. I just love how poppin' this club is in the middle of a blizzard. Like she's in the club with her Tim's on. And yeah, get it, Alicia. So she's just gonna party it up for a little bit, and it's about that time where we start ending the video, another video ending in the club. And I cannot wait to see what you guys think about the madness in this video. Again, I promise I did not make the game do this. Blame EA. It's not my fault. But I'm Simtimistic, like optimistic, but make it Sims. And I will catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and follow me on Twitter. Bye.